Hi, good morning. It's Tsunagi from Trash Travels Across America, and I'm into my next week here, and I thought I'd follow up with my upcoming video again for Trash Travels Across America. And this week has been a super good week, and I'm here in California, and I got to meet up and work with a group over in the Woodland Hills area called It's Overdue, and I've been watching them all year long. They have been working every day out in their community, just doing fantastic work. And so if you're ever in the LA area and want to join up, they have their cleanups posted, and just an amazing group of people going out every day to give service in their communities. One of the things I want to talk a little bit just today, before I get into various aspects with litter cleanups, is a little bit of litter safety. And I really promote, for the most part, that you join up with a partner, that you go out working and doing litter cleanups with somebody, or join in a group. And I try to do that for myself, but sometimes, and many times, I am out cleaning up by myself. So there's basic safety, and I travel the country full time, and I'm not always linked up with somebody that I know or group that I know, so I do go out by myself. So some of the things that I'll just bring up is, first and foremost, I never pick up anything by hand. I always carry my litter pickup stick with me. They're very inexpensive. You can get them at your local store, big box store, very inexpensive, and they do a great job. I keep a hand sanitizer with me in a fanny pack, and in that fanny pack I also keep an audio alarm. And this little audio alarm I picked up some years ago, and it has a very piercing sound to it. So if I pull the plug on it, it has a very high-pitched sound and creates a large enough noise that'll pretty much scare anything. I'll be honest with you, I've been litter picking for a very, very long time, many years, and I've never had any problems with humans at all. The closest problem or encounter, and I'm a wildlife photographer, I haven't had any problems with animals either. Only one time I've really had to use like an audible alarm was with a group of dogs, unleashed dogs, out in a desert area that came around. They were out just having a grand time together, a pack of dogs, and kind of came rambunctiously running around the corner unexpectedly towards me and unleashed. And me not being familiar with the area, I was a little concerned. I used an audible alarm, and it immediately turned the whole pack of dogs away, and they went in the other direction. So I think it's a great way to deter wildlife interaction if you need to, and also to create a sound awareness to you if you feel in an uncomfortable situation. So an audio alarm, the hand sanitizer, the pickup stick. I also carry a small bottle of water with me that's lightweight, doesn't take up much space, but I always keep a drink with me, and I always keep a snack with me. And because sometimes you get out there and it gets really hot, and before you know it, you think you're going to be out for a short time, but the heat gets up in the day and you find yourself very dry, very thirsty out doing this work. So those things. The other thing is, a suggestion is, although I do go out by myself, my husband, we talk before I go out. He knows exactly where I'm going, the location I'm going to, the expected time of return, and I have a GPS tracker on my phone. So at any point in time, if he's unable to contact me directly, or vice versa, or I'm not back by that preset kind of time, he could check on my app. I use the Life 360 app, and he can immediately locate me, see where I am, and if he's concerned, he will certainly come and seek me out to make sure I'm okay. We haven't had any problems, but we do use that tracker every once in a while just to touch base. I use it for him as well. He goes out independently, sometimes in remote areas, so the two of us will use the Life 360 app to make sure we know the locations of one another. So just a predetermined place, time, communication. So those are really good, helpful things. Another thing I'll mention is, I go into different communities and there's different sets of people, and a lot of times it takes a little bit of time to get to know a community, and so there's always like safe and lesser safe areas and communities. I don't know that that's really true. I guess they all can be pretty similar. However, one suggestion that was made a long time ago was that don't ever spend more than 15 minutes in one spot, especially if you're out by yourself. So know which area you're going to go work in, you're going to clean up in, spend 15 minutes and move on, in case people or somebody is paying attention to you, is starting to kind of single you out as a lone person in an area. So do your 15 minutes and move on. You can go back to it another time, another day. So those are just some kind of safety tips. Hand washing, I can't stress enough. You know, first thing I keep a pair of gloves just in case I need to handle anything. I don't usually need to, but I have gloves as well. And I do keep a mask with me in case I do encounter people that I want to have a conversation with where I can't do a social distance. Usually I don't need a mask, but every now and then I might get into, you know, a place where I can't social distance or so forth, or want to come close to look at somebody's pictures or something. I'll quick put on a mask. So keeping a mask with me, of course, during these times. And as soon as I walk in the door, go wash my hands good with soap and water and so forth. So those are just some safety tips for groups. The group I was with yesterday over in Woodland Hills, the It's Overdue group, had me sign a waiver, a safety waiver that I accept responsibilities, because we were going to kind of go down and pick along a riverbed. And so that's a great way just to protect the rights of people and groups, especially when you have volunteers coming in. And the other thing they have me do was sign a photo consent. And I'm participating, and they're taking photos and sharing their work of their group, and that I give consent for my photo to be shared online. So for groups, those two things are very important. So so that's it. That's my tips for this week. I'll join you back next week sometime with a new topic, but today it's safety and litter picking, and maybe some of these strategies you can use if you need to. You probably use most of them anyway. So but wishing you all well, and thank you for all that you do to help take care of our beautiful environment. Have a great day.